Shelton,
Yo.
we're gonna do something on the spot. You ready? So, here's one thing that I always like to see when I see somebody do their work. So you've been putting out over 300 videos, right? But nobody knows your process.
No.
So can you quickly just talk about, when you go into the day, do you have a vlog in mind? Do you freestyle it, or do you just?
I'm so off guard right now.
Good. It's just one take, baby.
Yeah.
What's your process? Because you have experience. You're 300 days in, bro, in a row.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that people will value your opinion on. And they want to know how you do your stuff.
So I'd like to have a scripted, not scripted, but I like to have kind of have like a story behind a vlog. Like, hey, here's the point of it. Like, I'm telling a story with it. But typically with going every day, I just let the kind of day tell itself.
Yeah.
And I just kind of record it as I go and think like, hey, is this gonna be important? And sometimes I was actually talking to somebody about it the other day because I've been doing it so much. It's like, oh, I've already captured that. So sometimes I don't capture as much anymore because I feel like I've done that before.
Yeah.
Which is kind of I was telling him like, dude, record everything. If you're gonna get into this, record everything. I'm like, I don't even follow that rule.
I got you.
Yeah.
So when it comes to editing, do you have the edit in mind when you film stuff, or is it more like when you get the footage, you have to kind of figure out what you're gonna put in where?
So again, when I first started, I like to have more of like, hey, here's how I'm gonna put it together. But because everything moves so fast now, it's more of like, hey, I like to just capture it all. I took the Gary Vee approach, like document over create. So I take it all and I throw it in, and then I'll like watch it, see how I was, like what the vibe is in the video. Like right now I'm kind of watching like how I was, what feels good. And then I'll go find a song and I'll kind of just play out that. Now I will, get B-roll and stuff and try to incorporate it later on. I don't use everything, but it's like, hey, this is a cool shot. Let me see how I can incorporate it.
Okay.
And I just plug it in.
So I think, what day you on today? Your day 300.
I don't know, what was it?
What is it,
307, 308?
You're past 310, I'm pretty sure.
It's like 315.
So 315 maybe. So you gotta be better at count, but 315. So
what's that?
I thought you gotta be better at count. You gotta know what number you on, fam.
Yeah.
So I don't use this track, but from day one to now, what do you think you've learned the most from editing or video? Doing it, and what is something that like you feel like you improved the most on from like doing it every day?
I think that I've improved the most on is being committed to something.
Yeah.
So it's more of just like, it's helped more like overall aspect of my life than a camera aspect of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've definitely got more comfortable. I can almost do it blind. I don't know how much I've actually like excelled from where I was. I mean, I've definitely gotten a lot better, but I know there's just many more things that I haven't broke into yet. And that's because I'm more of a time thing. Like, hey, but I definitely learned a lot more with transitions and music and editing.
Absolutely. So, which would bring you to my next point: music selection. How's that process for you?
It's miserable. It's the worst part, but my favorite part, because I feel like the music is a huge part of it, and like sometimes it's just like I will go through and like listen. Like I'll click a song and you just know automatically if it's the right fit or not. I mean, you've seen I've gone through like 2 different platforms. I use SoundCloud, I use YouTube. Like it's a constant battle, but it's the best part of it. It's my favorite part.
Okay,
it's the most
cool.
rewarding part, yeah.
So is there something that you have in mind that you would want to kind of start instead of the approach you have now? Like, then we discussed this, like your future concept for working on project-based videos and transferring from the vlog to that. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I love doing the everyday vlog. I think I want to keep it somewhat consistent, but every day is just tough with how life is now with work and picking up new hobbies and stuff. So I want to get more on telling the story better. Okay. And kind of, framing out the story and then letting it come together versus kind of just flying by the seat of my pants and then putting it together.
I got you. Yeah. Is there something that you've always wanted to work on like, let's say, video creation or some ideas that you had? Like, hey, I think we talked about doing a movie or something like that.
Yeah, I would definitely like to shoot a movie. The documentary I'm still working on for Tom, like that's a pretty cool thing that I'm doing. I love to do more music videos. I enjoy making those. Yeah. So just more base projects that has an end goal to it. It has more of a, hey, here's what we're trying to accomplish here. Yeah. Let's figure it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so I know you've done this for the whole year and you've had a lot of supporters, a lot of people who really been enjoying your stuff. So I don't know if there's anything that you wanted to say to them because, they kind of vicariously live through you. Yeah. But I think it would be great if you could, say something to them on a different level. Like.
Yeah, no, it's been a huge help, like, especially you guys and like the people who kind of just commenting on the videos. Yeah. Like the one comment, like just a simple comment, you know what I mean, makes my day. Because you paid attention. Yeah. And then someone goes, hey man, I watched your vlog. Like sometimes my reaction probably isn't like the biggest. Yeah. But it's huge. It's like monumental because it's like, Like you appreciate it, you know what I mean? You recognize like, hey, like he's putting the effort in.
Yeah, exactly.
It means a lot because sometimes you get in your own head. Like I've talked Call of Duty, I'm like, yo, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because you just want to beat yourself up. Like you don't. Sometimes you forget on why you're doing it. And
Yeah.
that was kind of part of this year too. That I really found out why, and which has helped me, kind of just stay focused.
Yeah.
So when my why is there, but when people just kind of shoot, like someone commented today, is like sometimes your missus really carries the videos.
Oh.
And I love that. I agree. She did. It was yesterday's video. She 100% carried it. But like, it's cool. Like you noticed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
exactly. You took your time and paid attention.
Like you paid attention. Like you noticed. Like hey, like yeah, sometimes like he's struggling.
Yeah.
And she comes in and she just makes it fun. Like the
Yeah.
video wasn't that intense, but you watched a minute, 52 seconds of it because hey, like she carried it, and you notice that sometimes that she brings some juice into it. So
that's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
So what do you think has been some of the things that you've learned, and then like let's say somebody else, like one of your fans, they want to start vlogging, they want to do kind of like follow in your footsteps, and because you inspire them. What was something you would say to them to how to get started, or why like
just start?
Yeah, just start, right?
Yeah, I mean it's easy to. It's with anything. It's easy to shoot yourself down and say, "Hey, you can't do it." Like with the music thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw me throw a fit and not do it, but it's easier to do that. It's harder to actually follow through with it and complete it.
Yeah.
So, I think we all have our own way, our own talented way of telling stories and our own vision. And maybe not everybody's going to agree with it or like it, but we're all very unique and incredible human beings, and sometimes we just need to realize that and understand that.
Yeah. So go ahead and update people. I know you've been kind of putting it in the vlogs, but what are you planning on doing with this whole new song and recording thing that you're doing with this music?
Yeah, like I just always been inspired by people who make music. Like I love instruments. I've never had the talent to really play a lot of it. I play a little bit of piano, not really. I can play the song, like half a song. I can play like a little bit of sax, but nothing. Like I can blow in it basically, right?
Yeah.
And like I see you rap, and it's just cool because like it's another way of telling your story. Like vlogging to telling a story, you kind of express your feelings.
Yeah.
Music is just another way of doing that. It's like a poem.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's another way to amp people up, motivate people through your words, through the music. Because music to me is huge. It really makes you feel a certain way and carries a feeling in the room. So that's why I want to do it. I want to just push my boundaries and see what I can create and have a song, dedicated to some people, and also bring motivation to people and hype them up.
There you go. Yeah. So talking about like looking up to you, like the fans and stuff. Who's someone you looked up to, and that you would die if you can do a collaboration video with now? Who do you watch?
My biggest inspiration for the whole thing was Casey Neistat. I really respect what he does. I don't know if I would. Die to make it.
It's just like one of the I would die to, you know what I mean? Like when people say that expression.
I would. Yeah. He's definitely one of my favorites. Just kind of how he does things.
Yeah.
I've took a lot of different things from other people. But he was kind of what really got me into it and telling stories. I don't know if there's one person because, like I said, that's like Gary Vee's motivated me a lot on how you document it, right?
Yeah.
Just create and go and do and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know if there's one person. It's hard to pinpoint. I think maybe a year ago I would have been like all in on Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
But I've evolved from that. I feel like I've kind of created my own personality.
Yeah.
It'd be more of a working with maybe like a director.
Okay, cool.
Maybe more of a movie scene versus a vlogger. I think that's more of a passion of mine, is to see how a full-blown movie is produced.
Yeah.
Working with certain actors, maybe not necessarily. I would like Wes Anderson films. I love his stuff. See how he does things. But kind of just watching anything. How the whole thing is just put into place.
Yeah.
More of a thing. Like I would die to do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Would you have considered going to LA and kind of like trying that out, or has that ever been in your
I've
head?
never thought about LA. I've always thought about New York.
Oh, okay, New York. Okay.
Yeah, but LA, I'm not a fan. When I went to LA, I wasn't huge, but I understand like that's where it goes down to.
Yeah, so you would go to New York.
I would go to New York.
Okay, cool. And why is that?
I just love it, man. When I go there, just like I feel at home.
Yeah.
It's weird. The first time I went there, I just felt I woke up at 4 a.m, 4:30, and just was like ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like everything just flowed. You know what I mean? You didn't have like a lot of things on. You don't have a car. You really don't have a lot. It's just you and the city and your feet.
Yeah.
And you kind of just make do with what you have in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's just move.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great, man. I actually want to cut it off here because I want to do the next one when you hit 365. So let the people know they can ask you questions in the comments, and then we'll use those questions. We'll start taking questions now, and we'll do like the final 365 interview.
All right. What is it? Is it going on tomorrow then?
this is going up when you want it to. So, but you can post this and kind of start getting questions. 'Cause I think it'd be cool to have people engage with you and see what else they want to learn about you.
All right, yeah, that'd be cool.
So we'll do that.
Yeah, I love it.
So go ahead, tell them comment below.
Oh yeah, comment below, guys. If you have any questions that Jay didn't ask that you wanna figure out, find out. Yeah, and subscribe and like. So.